Hi and welcome to Watch and Apply YouTube channel. In this video, I will show you 4 methods to create a static and dynamic IP address. Let's start. Welcome back. In this video, I will show you how to create a static and dynamic IP address using control panel, using Windows setting, using netsh command, using Powershell commands. Before we start, 3 points to keep in mind. Point number 1, I will use my LAN interface. This one will take PCI Express. Point number 2, all commands that we will test now can be applied on your wireless interface, except one command. I will show it to you later. Point number 3, I will use this configuration. Let's start by using method number 1. I will go to start, then search for control panel. Go to network and sharing center. Change adapter setting. Here we will take PCI Express. This is our target. Double click. Click on details. Here I have the DHCP is enabled. Now I will change it and I will make it disabled and I will put my configuration. Now click here. Then choose Internet Protocol version 4, TCP/IP version 4, properties. Here I will add the configuration 10.0.0.100. Subnet mask will be 255.0.0.0. Default gateway it will be 10.0.0.1. And in DNS server I will use 10.0.0.1. Then press OK. Close. Now check details again. Here DHCP enabled is no, and here is my new IP address. Now let's use the dynamic IP address. Close, properties. Now choose TCP/IP version 4, properties. Here obtain an IP address automatically, obtain DNS server automatically. Then press OK. Go to details and DHCP is enabled. Now let's go to method number 2. In method number 2, I will use Windows setting, start, setting. I will go to network and internet, go to Ethernet. Now in IP setting, it's automatic using DHCP. Now press on edit, change automatic DHCP to manual, and I will choose IP version 4, then add the new address 10.0.0.100. Subnet prefix it will be 8, gateway 10.0.0.1, DNS 10.0.0.1. Now press save. Now I have IP assignment manual, IP version 4, and subnet mask is 8. This means 255.0.0.0. Now let's change it to DHCP again. I will make it automatic DHCP, then save. Now let's go to method number 3. I will use a command called netsh. I will open CMD as administrator. Now let's list all LAN interfaces. netsh LAN show interface. Here I have 3 LAN interfaces. One is my Ethernet, I will take PCI, and one for VirtualBox and one for Kaspersky. Now command number 2, I will use netsh interface, IP version 4, show interface. This command will show me the index for each interface. For example, here I have my Realtek PCI and the name is Ethernet. Here the index is 11. So we will keep in mind 11 and Ethernet. Now let's check the configuration for the Ethernet card. netsh interface IP version 4 show config. Here it will bring all the configuration for all my interfaces. For example, I have here my Bluetooth and I have here my Wi-Fi card and my Ethernet. This one. I will add some parameters so I will get the data for my interface only. You can write 11, the index number for the interface. This will bring all the configuration for the interface index number 11. This is my Ethernet card. Or you can write its name, Ethernet. Same result here. Now this command will show me the configuration for the Ethernet card. Here I have DHCP enabled, yes, IP address, subnet mask, default gateway. Now let's set a static IP address. netsh interface IP version 4 set address for my Ethernet card. Source will be static. The address will be 10.0.0.100. Mask will be 255.0.0.0. Gateway will be 10.0.0.1. Now let's check the configuration. I will use netsh interface IP version 4 show config for interface number 11. Here I have DHCP enabled is no. Here is my new IP address, my new gateway, my new subnet. Now let's set the DNS. I will use a command called netsh interface IP version 4 set DNS server for my network card Ethernet. Static 10.0.0.1 primary. Let's check the configuration. Now for this long command I can make it shorter by writing netsh interface IP version 4 set address. Then use this. Don't write name Ethernet source static. We will write Ethernet static Ethernet static. Then write the address 10.0.0.100. Then mask 255.0.0.0. Then gateway 10.0.0.1. It will do the same. Now to set a dynamic IP address, I will use netsh interface IP version 4 set address for my Ethernet, and the source will be DHCP. And for the DNS, netsh interface IP version 4, set DNS server. For my interface that has the index 11, I will make source equal DHCP. Now let's check our work. netsh interface IP version 4 show config for my card that has index 11. Here DHCP enabled yes, and here is my DNS servers, the new number. Now let's go to the last method. I will use PowerShell, right click on start, then run PowerShell as admin. First I will start by listing all interfaces. Get net IP configuration. Here I have all my interfaces. My Wi-Fi, my Ethernet. Now here's my interface. I will take PCI and the interface alias is Ethernet or interface name. The interface index is 11. Now let's check if the DHCP is enabled or not. I will use get net IP interface. Then press enter. Here I have much data. For example, I have IP version 6 and IP version 4 for each interface. So I will reduce the data by using the same command, and I will add interface index. And my interface index is 11, Ethernet. Here I got to result for my Ethernet card, IP version 6 and IP version 4. I will add another command. I will add address family, dash address family, then write IP version 4. Here I got one result only, interface index 11 for my interface name Ethernet, address family IP version 4. This is the one that I am going to change now. Let's clear screen. Now let's change the IP configuration for the Ethernet to static. New net IP address. For interface index number 11, I will add IP address 192.10.0.0.100. I'll add a prefix length. You can press tab to complete the command, and I will make 8 equal to 255.0.0.0, and I will add default gateway. I'll make it 10.0.0.1. Here's the new address, and here is the prefix length 8. Now let's set the DNS. I will use a command called set DNS client server address. Set DNS client server address. You can press tab to complete the command. Then I will specify my interface index 11, server address. You can press tab to complete the command, and I will write 10.0.0.1. Now let's check the new DNS. I will use the same command, but instead of set, I will use get. Here is my new DNS. Now let's clear screen. Now let's enable DHCP. I will use set net IP interface index 11 dash DHCP enable. Here I enable the DHCP. Let's check get net IP interface for interface index 11. Here DHCP is enabled for IP version 4, this one. Now let's set the DNS. I will use set DNS client server address for interface index 11 وset server addresses. Set server addresses. Now let's check the DNS. Get DNS client server address for interface index 11. Here is the new DNS. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.